Okay, so you'll have to do it beside each other. So I'm going to give each of you a pad and a pencil. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the spirit box, and it's running through 2 headphones right now. We want you to put the headphones on after I've explained everything to you guys, so you know what you're doing. And we're going to ask questions. We have a set number of questions we're going to ask you guys. So each group is going to be asked 10 questions. You guys are just going to be listening. Anything that you hear, we want you to write it down. When we flash the flashlight, you draw a line across the piece of paper, and you just start writing what you hear again. That's all you got to do. Whenever we tap you or flash the flashlight like this, it's over. Take the headphones off, and then we're going to tell you what the questions were, and you're going to tell us what your answers were. If anybody picks questions that are exactly alike during this, we want you to circle them. If it has something to do that correlates directly with the questions that we ask, we want you to put a check mark beside that word. If it doesn't, we want you to put an X, okay? So does anybody have any questions?
Okay, so we write our answer down and draw a line underneath it, right?
So, yes, whenever we start, we're gonna have you put the headphones on. You immediately start writing down whatever it is that you hear.
Okay.
What do you think you hear? What words?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
When we
asking
go like
questions,
this,
you don't know what we're asking.
that's when you draw a line and you just continue to write again. That's
Okay.
all you gotta do.
Very good. Okay, got
Yep. The flashlight signifies to write a line. That's it. Okay?
it. I do.
All right. So I will go ahead and start us off. If you ladies are ready, I'll start asking the questions.
You got your pencils?
So Ron's gonna go ahead and get the tech off of them. You guys keep your pads there because we're going to reveal the questions to you, and you're gonna let us know what, if anything, you heard for each question, okay? So for the first line, the question was, is there a little girl here? You got nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing, okay. Second question was, how old is the girl? Probably nothing. Yeah, that would make sense. Can you name people who have worked here before?
I didn't get anything.
Get anything for that?
I don't know what line I'm at, but I did get, at one point I got Lisa.
Okay. You want to check, do you know if there would have been a Lisa that worked here?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah. But that's interesting that you got a name entered into the spreadsheet, yeah. Yeah, so Dwight keeps a spreadsheet of activity and information for the theater, so we can log that away definitely
Yeah.
and for later to see. The next question was, what was the name of the former projectionist?
I didn't get anything.
No.
No? Okay, what was the name of the man who built this building?
I got widowed, which,
Yeah.
what is the name?
Dick Valestos was the man who built this building.
Well, I'm Matrix widow, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah, sure.
This meter just dropped 7 degrees.
Oh, really? So the temperature just dropped 7 degrees in here? It's interesting. And you look like you're really cold.
Yeah.
It's cold. It's actually, I'm cold. It's cold.
I just got real cold.
We had it drop 15 degrees earlier.
Yeah.
What, in this room?
In Dick's chair. I'm sitting in Dick's chair and it
Oh,
dropped
like
15.
back there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We were trying to stir trouble, and we
She was in
did.
Hazel's seat.
Were
It just
you?
went from 78 to 63 in like seconds.
Well, I didn't complain when he had his feet on the chair, so I put mine up too, and it was just instant.
You know Dick doesn't like that.
So he didn't care if you did it, but you were a big no-no.
Yeah. Back in the 40s, women weren't supposed to do that.
Right? And like we were upstairs in the projection booth and we were talking about there being a woman here that was a manager now. And they said that they did not like that and they said that they wanted her to leave.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of goes with what you guys were saying a little bit. So the next question, getting back to the experiment, where was he born?
Nothing.
I got C. I don't know if it's CEA or
Mhm.
SEE, or
Yeah.
SEA or SEE, but I got the C.
So he was born across the sea. He was actually from Greece. So he did take a ship here. We found information in the logbook whenever he came to Ellis Island where he signed and stuff. So we did know that he came from across the sea. So, I mean, that's stretching a bit, but, you know, still interesting. Is this man still here?
I got given, or give in. I couldn't decide which it
Give
was.
in or given?
I got leave me.
Leave me. I know we're getting leave a lot upstairs
Yeah.
too.
Well, yeah, later on I got something very specific.
Oh. Well, the next question is, what was his wife's name?
I got nothing on that one.
Nothing.
Okay. What year did this theater open?
That's the one I got, get out you.
Get out, you. Oh. So, yeah, I don't know, because we ask questions all the time, like, do you like us being here? Do you want us to leave? You know, things like that, and we never get an answer, so. But tonight it seems like we're getting a lot of leave, get out. So, I don't know, maybe we're bothering them. Maybe that's why we're not getting a whole lot of activity too, because they just want us to, like, just get the hell
Well,
out.
I heard the growl and I got the hell out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's very interesting. So the last question was, what is your name?
I got actually two things, and then all, and then not you.
And I got home.
Home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting that you guys did get to hear stuff. So the reason why we do this experiment, right, is because whenever you're doing a spirit box session or an EVP session, anything that's giving you feedback, if you're asking, so like, what year is it? Your brain instantly starts to try to hear a number. It tries to make sense. It wants the answer. And so you start to listen for the answer that you want. So by doing this experiment, they can't hear you speaking and they just write down what they hear. So it gets rid of that entirely. So no longer are they being influenced by their own brain wanting to make the answers that make sense. So does that make sense to everybody? Yeah? So is there any questions before we move on to the next group? Okay, so who wants to go next? Okay. You want to ask the questions? Sure. And I'm just pulling, I have a stack of questions and I'm just pulling out a random piece of paper. So for those of you that might just be joining us, we're in the Fowler Theatre in Fowler, Indiana. We are 765 Paranormal and we are hosting a movie and mayhem event right now. So at the end of the night, we try to do a Facebook Live event and get you guys involved too. So if you have any questions out there that you'd like us to ask, please just comment. And Chris is the guy that's manning the camera that you saw earlier, and he'll make sure that we ask your question, all right? Anything. Just grab anything. If it's upside down, we've already asked it. Gotcha. I was like,